friends, Scott Goldbaum with Elixir Strings here. I've got a cool fingerstyle exercise for you today that reinterprets some basic chords like D and G and plays around with the idea of hammering on within the chord. Let's look at these shapes. We're going to take our middle finger to the low E string's 10th fret, that is the root note for D, and this is the beginning of this shape that will represent a D chord. We're going to play the open D string. Your pointer finger is going to cover the 9th fret of G, but eventually it will hammer on with the pinky to the 11th fret. And the whole time your ring finger is just being anchored on the 10th fret of your B string. Now that's not the pattern, we'll get into that in just a moment. But this shape is movable, so you've got this, and if you relocate that where the root note's now built on the 3rd fret of the low E string, more of a familiar G shape, well, you have that G chord there. Let's talk about what the picking hand's doing. Traditionally, and we're applying that traditional approach to fingerstyle playing, the thumb is covering the low E, the A, and the D. The pointer finger's covering the G string, your middle finger's covering the B, and traditionally, again, your ring finger would take the high E string, but we're not featuring the high E string in this exercise, nor are we featuring the open A. So when it comes to your thumb traveling, it's just going to move back and forth between the low E and the D on these downbeats like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a great way to warm up. Now let's see what's happening in between all this. For starters, on beat 2, after we've played the low E string, when we go to the D string, we're also going to pinch it with the pointer finger on the G, and we're going to hammer on. So 1, 2, and 3, and. On 3 and, you're going to hit the low E string and then the B string again. And then finally on 4, you're going to hit the open D. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Slightly different in the back half. The second bar is going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're playing the low E string again. As we go to the D string for beat 2, we're pinching the middle finger on the B string this time. Back to the low E. You're hitting the G string on the and of 3, and then finally the D is open. And this is the beauty of learning one pattern. Let's just apply that to a new chord after we've done it once here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's do that again. Hope you dig this.